Voice of the customer maturity represents how sophisticated and effective a company's program is for gathering, analyzing, and acting on customer feedback. Understanding this concept is crucial for building successful customer experience strategies. Voice of the customer refers to strategic programs designed to capture what customers are saying, thinking, and expecting from a business. It encompasses three key components: gathering customer feedback, analyzing that data, and taking meaningful business action. VOC maturity represents the level of sophistication in how organizations handle customer feedback. Most companies progress through five distinct stages, from initial ad hoc collection to optimized integrated systems that drive continuous improvement. Mature VOC programs operate as continuous feedback loops. They systematically ask customers for input, collect responses across multiple channels, analyze and plan improvements, implement changes, and notify customers about actions taken. This creates a cycle of continuous improvement. VOC maturity is crucial because customer-obsessed brands that effectively act on feedback experience significant business benefits. Research shows they achieve 41% higher revenue growth. Customers are 2.4 times more likely to stay with brands that listen and solve problems quickly, and overall customer loyalty increases substantially. Despite significant investments in customer feedback systems, most organizations struggle with VOC maturity. Only 16% of companies reach high maturity levels, with most scoring between 3 and 6 on a 10-point scale. 70% of customer experience programs remain at the lowest maturity levels, primarily because companies struggle to translate insights into tangible business changes. This gap between collecting feedback and acting on it highlights the critical need for structured VOC maturity models. These models provide organizations with a clear roadmap for improvement, benchmarking capabilities against best practices, frameworks for measuring progress, and guidance for optimal resource allocation to maximize customer experience impact. The Voice of Customer Maturity model is built upon 5 fundamental pillars that serve as the foundation for any successful VOC program. These pillars provide a comprehensive framework for organizations to assess and improve their customer feedback capabilities. These 5 pillars represent the essential components that organizations must develop to achieve VOC maturity. Each pillar supports the others, creating a stable foundation for customer-centric decision-making. The first pillar, Program Vision, defines the strategic goals and objectives of the VOC program. This pillar establishes the why behind customer feedback collection and ensures alignment with broader business objectives. Program design, the second pillar, involves selecting the right methods and technologies for collecting customer feedback. This includes choosing appropriate survey tools, feedback channels, and data collection methodologies that align with customer preferences and business needs. The third pillar, engagement, focuses on involving employees across the organization in the VOC process. This pillar ensures that customer feedback becomes part of the organizational culture, with employees at all levels understanding their role in the customer experience. Action, the fourth pillar, emphasizes translating insights into tangible improvements. This is often where many VOC programs struggle, as it requires systematic processes for prioritizing feedback, implementing changes, and closing the loop with customers. The fifth and final pillar, value, measures the impact of VOC initiatives on business outcomes. This pillar ensures that the VOC program demonstrates clear return on investment and contributes measurably to business success. These 5 pillars work together as an integrated framework for VOC maturity assessment. Organizations can evaluate their current state across each pillar and identify specific areas for improvement to advance their VOC program maturity. By developing strength across all 5 pillars, vision, design, engagement, action, and value, organizations can build mature VOC programs that drive meaningful business outcomes and create exceptional customer experiences. Voice of Customer Maturity represents a progressive journey that organizations take to become more sophisticated in how they collect, analyze, and act on customer feedback. Understanding these maturity levels helps companies identify where they currently stand and what steps they need to take to advance their VOC capabilities. VOC maturity typically follows a five-level progression, from reactive ad hoc approaches to sophisticated predictive analytics. Each level represents a significant advancement in organizational capability and customer centricity. Level 1 represents the most basic approach, reactive and ad hoc feedback collection. Organizations at this level typically respond to customer complaints as they arise, with no systematic process for gathering or analyzing feedback. Data collection is sporadic and often limited to crisis situations. Level 2 marks the emergence of disciplined feedback collection. Organizations begin implementing basic surveys and feedback forms, establishing initial processes for customer input. However, analysis remains limited and actions are often departmental rather than enterprise-wide. This progression can be visualized through established maturity frameworks that show the evolution from initial reactive approaches to optimized predictive capabilities. Level 3 introduces initial integration capabilities. Organizations develop systematic approaches to feedback collection across multiple channels, begin analyzing data for trends and patterns, and start coordinating responses across departments. This level marks the beginning of true customer insight generation. Level 4 achieves effective integration across the organization. VOC insights are systematically shared across all business functions, with established governance structures and clear accountability for customer experience improvements. Advanced analytics begin to provide deeper customer understanding and predictive capabilities emerge. Level 5 represents the pinnacle of VOC maturity. Advanced optimization with real-time analytics, sophisticated predictive modeling, and AI-powered insights. Organizations at this level can anticipate customer needs, proactively address issues, and continuously optimize the customer experience through data-driven decision-making. The journey from descriptive to predictive analytics represents a fundamental shift in VOC capabilities. Organizations move from simply reporting what happened to predicting what will happen and prescribing optimal actions. Organizations can assess their current maturity level by evaluating key indicators: the sophistication of their data collection methods, the depth of their analytical capabilities, the speed of their response mechanisms, and the breadth of organizational integration. Most companies today operate between levels 2 and 3, with significant opportunity for advancement. Understanding these maturity levels provides organizations with a roadmap for VOC advancement. The goal is to progress systematically through each level, building capabilities and organizational readiness for more sophisticated customer insight generation and action. The highest levels of maturity enable organizations to not just listen to customers, but to anticipate their needs and exceed their expectations consistently. Voice of customer maturity doesn't happen by accident. Several critical factors drive organizations from basic feedback collection to sophisticated customer insight programs that deliver real business value. Research identifies three fundamental factors that drive voice of customer maturity: strategic alignment, technology infrastructure, and organizational culture. These pillars work together to create a foundation for successful customer insight programs. The first critical factor is strategic alignment. Organizations with mature voice of customer programs have a clear strategy that connects customer feedback directly to business objectives. This means defining specific goals, establishing success metrics, and ensuring executive leadership actively supports the initiative. Technology and data infrastructure form the second pillar. Mature organizations invest in sophisticated systems that can collect feedback from multiple channels, process data in real time, and provide actionable insights through advanced analytics. The key is moving from siloed systems to integrated platforms that provide a unified view of the customer. The third factor is organizational culture. A customer-centric culture means employees at all levels understand how their work impacts customers and are empowered to act on customer insights. This requires cross-functional collaboration, continuous learning, and a genuine commitment to putting customers at the center of decision-making. Research shows that companies with the most mature voice of customer programs prioritize integration across systems above all else. This means breaking down silos between departments, connecting data sources, and ensuring that customer insights flow seamlessly from collection to action across the entire organization. These three factors don't operate in isolation. Strategy guides technology investments and cultural initiatives. Technology enables strategic goals and supports cultural change. Culture drives strategic thinking and technology adoption. When all three factors work together with proper system integration, organizations achieve true voice of customer maturity. Artificial intelligence and advanced analytics are revolutionizing voice of the customer programs, enabling organizations to extract meaningful insights from vast amounts of customer feedback across multiple channels. AI enables organizations to process massive volumes of customer feedback from surveys, social media, reviews, and support interactions. This transformation allows companies to analyze unstructured data at scale and extract actionable insights in real time. Natural language processing forms the foundation of AI-powered VOC analytics. NLP transforms unstructured customer feedback into structured data through lexical analysis, syntactic analysis, semantic analysis, discourse integration, and pragmatic analysis. This enables systems to understand context, sentiment, and meaning in customer communications. Sentiment analysis uses machine learning to automatically classify customer emotions and opinions. Modern sentiment analysis goes beyond simple positive and negative classifications to detect emotional intensity, mixed emotions, sarcasm, and topic-specific sentiment. This provides deeper insights into customer satisfaction and pain points. Machine learning algorithms automatically identify patterns and themes in customer feedback without manual intervention. Classification algorithms categorize feedback by topic, clustering analysis groups similar customer experiences, and anomaly detection identifies unusual patterns that may indicate emerging issues or opportunities. Predictive analytics leverages historical voice of customer data to forecast future customer behaviors and trends. This enables proactive decision-making by predicting churn risk, anticipating satisfaction trends, and identifying emerging issues before they impact large customer segments. Companies can personalize experiences and prevent problems rather than just react to them. AI enhances the traditional feedback loop by automating data collection, providing real-time analysis, and offering intelligent prioritization of issues. The system continuously learns from implementation outcomes, measuring the impact of changes and optimizing future recommendations. This creates a self-improving cycle that becomes more effective over time. AI-powered analytics unify customer feedback from all channels into a single, comprehensive view. This integration enables organizations to understand the complete customer journey, identify cross-channel patterns, and deliver consistent experiences. The result is a more accurate and actionable understanding of customer sentiment and behavior across all touchpoints. Building a voice of the customer maturity model requires a systematic approach that transforms your organization's customer feedback capabilities from basic collection to strategic business intelligence. The first critical step is conducting a comprehensive assessment of your current VOC capabilities. This evaluation must examine your organization across the 5 fundamental pillars of VOC maturity. Next, identify specific areas for improvement and establish measurable goals. This involves analyzing gaps between your current state and desired maturity level, then setting concrete targets for each pillar. Develop a comprehensive roadmap that prioritizes initiatives based on their potential impact and implementation complexity. This strategic timeline guides your transformation journey from current state to VOC maturity. Central to your VOC maturity model are the 6 Ds framework. Detect customer signals, disseminate insights across teams, diagnose root causes, discuss findings collaboratively, design solutions, and deploy improvements systematically. Invest strategically in technology platforms and team training that support your VOC program. This includes analytics tools, feedback collection systems, and developing organizational capabilities to act on customer insights effectively. Finally, establish continuous monitoring mechanisms to track progress against your maturity goals. Regular assessment and adjustment ensure your VOC program evolves with changing customer expectations and business needs, creating a sustainable cycle of improvement. Effective voice of customer programs require seamless integration of insights across every level of the organization. This integration transforms raw customer feedback into actionable intelligence that drives meaningful business improvements. VOC insights must flow effectively through three key organizational levels. Senior leadership uses insights for strategic decision making, middle management translates them into tactical plans, and frontline employees implement direct customer facing improvements. Managing customer feedback involves two critical stakeholder types. Insight producers focus on collecting and analyzing customer data to identify pain points and trends. Insight consumers receive these insights and transform them into concrete business actions and improvements. VOC insights must be shared across all functional departments. Each department uses customer feedback differently. Product development for feature improvements, marketing for messaging refinement, customer service for process enhancement, and operations for efficiency gains. Effective VOC integration requires robust processes for escalating critical issues and tracking progress. Organizations must establish clear escalation paths, define responsibility matrices, implement tracking systems, conduct regular reviews, and ensure feedback loops are properly closed. True VOC integration requires empowering teams throughout the organization to take meaningful action on customer insights. This means providing decision-making authority, ensuring access to resources, creating accountability mechanisms, and establishing clear success metrics with recognition programs. When VOC insights are properly integrated across the organization, customer feedback transforms from isolated data points into a powerful driver of business transformation, creating a truly customer-centric culture that delivers measurable results. Measuring the return on investment of voice of customer initiatives is essential for demonstrating program value and securing ongoing organizational support. Without clear ROI metrics, VOC programs risk being viewed as cost centers rather than strategic investments. Successful VOC ROI measurement focuses on four critical metrics. Customer satisfaction scores track how well you meet customer expectations. Net Promoter Score measures customer loyalty and likelihood to recommend. Customer retention rates show your ability to keep customers long-term. Revenue growth demonstrates the financial impact of customer-focused improvements. Net Promoter Score is particularly valuable for VOC ROI measurement. NPS categorizes customers into three groups: detractors who score 1 to 6, passives who score 7, 8, and promoters who score 9 to 10. The calculation subtracts the percentage of detractors from the percentage of promoters to create a score ranging from -100 to +100. Customer retention rates vary significantly across industries and business models. Business-to-business companies typically achieve higher retention rates, often exceeding 85%, while consumer-facing businesses may see more variation. Understanding your industry benchmarks helps set realistic ROI targets for your VOC initiatives. Establishing clear correlation between VOC initiatives and business outcomes requires systematic measurement. Start by documenting baseline metrics before implementing VOC programs. Track metrics continuously during rollout to capture changes. Analyze how metric improvements align with specific VOC activities. Control for external market factors that might influence results. Finally, ensure statistical significance in your findings to build credible business cases. Voice of customer initiatives create a cascading effect that drives measurable business outcomes. Customer feedback leads to incremental sales opportunities, improved product development, enhanced service delivery, and refined marketing strategies. These improvements generate customer referrals and ultimately result in higher client retention and revenue growth. Effective stakeholder communication requires clear, visual presentation of ROI metrics. Create executive dashboards that highlight key performance indicators with clear before and after comparisons. Show percentage improvements and absolute values to demonstrate impact. Use consistent reporting formats and regular update schedules to maintain stakeholder engagement and support. Customer-obsessed organizations that act on voice of customer feedback achieve significant competitive advantages. They build deeper customer relationships through responsive service. They increase customer loyalty by addressing pain points proactively. They generate valuable referrals and social proof from satisfied customers. Most importantly, they achieve superior customer retention rates that directly impact long term profitability. Research demonstrates that customer obsessed brands who actively respond to voice of customer feedback achieve 41% higher revenue growth compared to companies that don't prioritize customer input. This statistic alone justifies significant investment in VOCI programs and provides a compelling ROI benchmark for organizational leaders. ROI insights should drive continuous strategy refinement through a systematic cycle. Analyze performance data to identify successful initiatives and areas for improvement. Adjust your VOCI approach based on what the metrics reveal about customer preferences and business impact. Implement refined strategies with clear success criteria. Measure results to validate improvements and inform the next cycle of optimization.